News Center 7's I-Team is learning new information about complaints made to the Ohio Attorney General's office about former leaders at Kettering Health. The complaints claim Fred Manchur and David WHIO were, quote, the masterminds behind abuse of charitable funds. Both were accused of using charitable funds to pay for trips with friends, home repairs, and car expenses. In a statement just released today, Kettering Health said to ensure impartiality, the board retained an outside firm to conduct an internal investigation and another to recommend updates to our processes and policies. While this work is ongoing, we are taking steps to address wrongdoing and shortcomings that we identify.
And you hear